Hello, my name is Taha and I will be presenting my research on collaboration between students. My title for this research is Preparing Students for the Real World. So the topic is about the collaboration between students in an undergraduate level. I wanted to explore the details of group works in this project. This topic is important because group works are highly used in universities. For example, I had 4 group projects this semester. Since they are highly used, it is important to know why they are used as well. Without knowing the reason of doing group projects can affect the experience badly. By knowing its reason, we can utilize it more effectively. Group works are also used in undergraduate more than any other level of education. When I started this research, one of the first questions was why do we use it more in undergraduate level? So if we know the reason behind the group works, then we can learn if they are helping students or not. And last but not least, we need to know if the group works can be improved. So my research question for this paper was, are group projects important in undergraduate level? If yes, how can it be more effective and efficient? This question was important because I wanted to learn that why are we using this method in our classes and how can it be used better for students? There are also other questions that I wanted to explore as well. One of the questions is why group works are important at all. Another one was, what do students think about group works? And lastly, what is the education system's approach to group works? Even though these were not my main questions, along the way of my research, I wanted to find answers for these questions as well. So, I learned a lot about group works in this research. Group works are in most of the university's curriculums currently, and students are kind of forced to participate in these group works. One of the surprising findings from my search is that businesses requested group works to be added in the curriculums so students could improve their interpersonal and teamwork skills since businesses required these skills. So from this, we can make the assumption that business majors are using group works more than other majors probably. Another thing is that there are pros and cons of group works. Some of the pros are it divides the work so less to do for other students. It makes it easier to do the complex project. And also, it can put more ideas on the table than individual work. Also, the most important part is that it helps students to improve their interpersonal and teamwork skills. This is the most important part because this is the main reason why group works are used in universities. On the other hand, there are some negative aspects of group works as well. It can be time consuming due to the meetups with the team. There can be free riders who does not contribute to the project as much as others do, which can be frustrating for the other students. Some of the participants may not be fast communicators, which can slow down the process of projects. And in some cases, evaluation process of group works might not be totally fair. The negative aspects can be frustrating for some students. According to the track Shah, previous experiences from group works can affect a person's performance on future projects. In this case, we need to find ways to reduce these limitations of group works. The case I used for this paper was from Wagar and Carroll's article called Examining Student Preferences of Group Work Evaluation Approaches, Evidence from Business Management Undergraduate Students. In this article, they tried to figure out which can be the best way to do the evaluation process in a group work so everybody would be happy. In their research, they picked students from a business school and they offered them 4 evaluation methods, which are everyone gets the same grade, which means everybody in the group gets the same grade according to their project. Second one is group allocation of grades, which means participants of a group decides each other's grades. Third one is the confidential questionnaire, which means students fill out a confidential questionnaire to evaluate their peers. And lastly, meeting with professor, which means group gets together and meets with the teacher. Then they all decide the grades together. As a result of this research, the students preferred the confidential questionnaire, since it sounds like it is the most fair one. Even though the students preferred that, they were still worried about some people might not be giving the honest grades for their peers, which in this case, the solution was to add the professor to the function. As a result, students felt that the grades were much fairer and it can affect the free riders, so they can put more work in the project so they can get better grades instead of just free riding and getting the same grade as the others in the group. After I did my research, the hypothesis of my paper was that group projects help students to prepare them and improve their skills for commercial world, which means their professional careers, but the limitations of group projects should be minimized by developing new strategies so the use of it can be more efficient and the results can be more effective. One of the interesting things about this paper is that when I first started to the paper, my goal was to find out why group projects were not good and should not be forced on students, because I wasn't happy that I was having a lot of group projects. But after my research, I figured out that collaborative works in undergraduate level do help students to improve their skills. Some of the problems with the paper was that it was hard to find counter-arguments. Most of the research are done on why the group works are important and about their benefits. Even though there were articles about the negative aspects of group works, they were focused on how to reduce these aspects of group works. Another thing that I wish I could add in this paper was my own experiences from my classes. As I mentioned, in this semester I went through 4 group projects which helped me understand my research more. Last problem was that when I changed my topic from why it is bad to why it is important, it took a bit time, but again doing research made me realize that it has good aspects. Since I was not able to put my own experience in the paper, I want to give an example in my presentation. I mentioned that group projects can be time-consuming and hard to communicate sometimes. In one of my group projects, we used technology for our work and communication media, which helped us reduce the loss of time. We worked on Google Docs, which helped us see each other's works, and also the fastness of technology helped us to communicate fast and not being late on any part of the assignment. As a result of this paper, I learned that group projects are more helpful than we think. They help students to improve their skills and prepare them for their professional careers, which most of the time requires teamwork. Also, there are still ways to improve the group work so it can be more effective and students can have better experiences out of it. And from my own experience, technology can be really helpful on reducing these negative aspects.